Hi there, and welcome back to the FFS podcast. This is episode number 3 of the E2E series, so also known as the end-to-end series, where we review or not review actually, we watch and react to the games that happen during the midweek. So whether it be Champions League, Carabao Cup, DFB Pokal, Copa del Rey, all of these games that normally happen during the midweek. So we watch along to the games live and we react to them. So here we are. We are reacting or we're watching the Champions League game between Liverpool and Atletico Madrid at Anfield. And of course, I am a Liverpool fan, and I am joined by an Atletico fan here. His name is Abhimanyu. He's not been on the podcast before, but here he is. We are going to be watching the game together for the first time. And Abhimanyu, welcome to the podcast. Why don't you tell us a bit about yourself?
Thanks very much, for inviting me to for making me a part of this podcast. It's a really great experience, and I really hope to experience it again because I'm starting to enjoy it. In my first ever
Awesome.
experience like this.
Yeah, brilliant. Glad we could have you on here. And Abhimanyu, let's. So, where are you from, though? Where in India are you based?
I am my parents. Parents are from Kerala, and I also am from Kerala. But currently, due to my father's work, we are currently living in Chennai, Tamil Nadu.
Okay, nice, great. All right, so
I'm a bit sorry
Abhimanyu,
if I'm
let's talk about.
I was just
No,
saying
no,
I'm a
that's
bit
fine.
sorry if, I sound a bit shaky because it's just a bit podcast, bit nervous. Yeah, so
That's fine. That's all right.
yeah.
So let's talk about the
Yeah.
game, Abhimanyu. So Atletico Madrid. First of all, how and why Atletico Madrid? Why are you supporting? Why? How did you start supporting Atletico, and why Atletico?
Yeah, I think if you ask this question to most Atletico Madrid fans, they won't have a clear answer for this. Like every Atletico Madrid fan, and I won't say every, but almost most Atletico fans I know, even they won't have a clear answer why they support Atletico Madrid, but they support Atletico Madrid like with intense passion and like it's a big issue. But most people won't be able to give a clear answer if in non-local fans like Indian fans and fans from other countries, not Spain. They're not Spain. Like in Spain, it's obviously because they're living to close to the city of their parents support the club also. But most people are outside the club. Outside the country of Spain won't be able to give a clear answer why Atletico Madrid. But it is Atletico Madrid, and it always will be Atletico Madrid. That's one thing.
All right, perfect. So let's talk about the lineup, Abhimanyu. So obviously, there's no Griezmann because of the red card in the previous fixture. But any sort of surprises here from Simeone? Anything that you thought was out of the blue, or you expected this lineup from him?
To be fair, we with the players we had, because we have a lot of absence due to injury and suspension, and I think with the available players, this is more or less expected lineup. Not much surprises, I'll be honest.
Awesome. All right. So, okay. I guess, even from here, I suppose for us, we've got Fabinho back, which is a great boost. But we've also got a lot of injury. Keita's injured, Milner's injured, and I think before the game, Klopp even mentioned that Curtis Jones suffered some sort of injury where someone, I think, poked him in the eye, and he was like, of all things, like, how would you're getting injured by getting poked in the eye and all? But it's going to be interesting. So, what are you expecting from today's game? Because the game at the Metropolitano was intense, like, to say the least. It was crazy end to end. It could have gone either way. But what are you expecting from your sort of the same?
Yeah, more or less the same, because like Liverpool and Atletico Madrid, they are two teams known and actually will not give away a single quarter to the rival. They will, give nothing to the rival. So intensity is something we can expect from both teams, and both teams are actually, in a way have similar playing styles despite having what is seemed as polar opposite style of play. But the intensity and the hunger is unmatched by both these clubs. It's rare in other European clubs. I know.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I'm
And
hoping
I would also
it
like
would
to
be.
point out. Yeah,
Yeah, go on.
I also, I was also about to say that Anfield atmosphere may also work as a 12th man in Liverpool's favor. Right now, as I'm watching the match, they're a bit relatively quiet. I mean, not as lively as the usual crowd, but yeah, I think they will get into it.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, to be fair, Anfield this year hasn't been like the stronghold. I mean, it's great to have the fans back, but we kind of done better away from home than at home, which
Yeah,
is
same. Yeah,
we've not
same thing
we've
for
not
us.
lost.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've not lost many,
that's it.
but we've performed much better away. So yeah, it's going to
I'm
be
like,
interesting to see. Yeah, go on.
yeah, because it's also interesting because we actually have the exact same problem. Like before the 3-0 Betis, the before the game before this one, we had we only won two of for like 6 or 7 home games. We only won 2 of them
Yeah,
and lost one, that is against Liverpool. Like similar issues we have. I think we
yeah,
also
yeah.
have almost similar things. Like I think our teams are also drawn sometimes that they shouldn't have, like drawn matches they should have won. Like you guys drew Brighton, and like we
Yeah.
conceded too many goals in the the early part of the season. So like both of us have some issues which are more or less similar. Like there are so many similarities. I think it's just gone or no. Yeah, that's something I
No,
see.
that's true. Yeah, no, I agree. So I guess let's watch the match and see how it goes on. It's obviously pretty much right
Yeah,
now. It's been end to end stuff. I think it's you guys almost had an
yeah. It's like
opportunity
no
there.
team is like it's a goal. Liverpool. Oh, Jota scores.
Wait, oh,
Oh,
okay. Can we just okay? How? What's your timing on yours?
it's 12:47, 12 minutes and 49 seconds right now.
Okay, wow, you're way ahead of me. What do you want? Oh, okay, there I saw the goal.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it is. Okay, yeah, Jota scores in that's. Is that that seems slightly off? No, I mean I don't know. At least from
Mm,
first glance it seemed, but I don't think it didn't seem like
I think
yeah,
it's legit
possible.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
No, I think it's kind of legit.
Okay. Yeah. I mean it's a good start for us. Uh.
Yeah, good cross. Trent, he
Yeah.
does this always like
Trent, of course.
and
Yeah. Yeah. We've at least it's more lively now. I think we've opened up, like you mentioned, right?
yeah,
Initially, you felt like we were a little more conserved, but I think that goal helps us be a lot more open. But I mean, it's dangerous because being more open also lets you guys go on the counter, especially with Suarez and Felish.
yes, yeah. Like you're passing it well, but it's serious risk of you guys losing possession. That's the thing I would say.
Yeah.
Uh,
But
and you
yeah,
guys,
I
it's
think you
mostly
guys. No, I was saying that you guys also like missing Griezmann a lot. I think he was such a thorn in our side the previous game.
yeah,
Like he was so good. But
yeah.
yeah,
Like the thing, like usually this season we get like some games he can influence. Like more recently, but the start of the season was a bit slow. So like we can't tell exactly what will be his effect on the game. But yeah, I think we on the whole Griezmann is still missed.
I mean, like you can forgive him for being at the start a little shaky. He's just come from a very terrible Barcelona side. He needed to shrug
Yeah.
off that.
Okay. I think Liverpool scored another.
Yeah, Mane. Yes. what a goal! I mean, this proper attacking. But this, I'm still wary. You know, we were 2 goals up against you guys in the first leg as well at your
Yeah,
stadium,
yeah,
and then you ended up scoring again too quickly. So calm. All I need to tell these guys
yeah,
is calm down. Let's not get too hyper with
yeah.
this. We definitely
And
need
it's
at
Liverpool.
least another goal. Yeah, we need at least
Yeah,
another goal to be like again Trent, of course.
yeah.
Yes.
I think Trent is ripping our backline like into shreds. Like I maybe miss. I think we're clearly missing Stefan Savic. Like where is he when
Yeah.
you need him?
Oh yeah. I think it's again what Felipe or they're just targeting Felipe's.
Yeah. Suarez, I can see Suarez clearly shouting at Felipe. No, okay, okay. Yeah, Giroud scored. Yeah, yeah. I watched
Score
that game.
score.
Like no, didn't.
Yeah, I know, but like yes.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know
Timings.
whether maybe Trent should have maybe taken it, but I guess Alex Oxlade Chamberlain also was. I
Okay,
mean, Salah was
Chamberlain.
doing so. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Since we are here, I'm actually surprised to see Chamberlain start. It's been a long time as a
Yeah.
observer from outside.
Oh yeah, man. I'm a fan of his. I think he until that injury 2-3 years ago, when he
Yeah,
had a terrible injury against Roma, he was like one of the best, our best players, like in midfield, and he gave us so much of like
yeah,
attacking threat and really, really good. He was. I think Jurgen Klopp knew that he was going to start regularly. That injury is completely taken him out, and after that, you saw like Klopp's always gone with Henderson, Milner, and Wijnaldum for a while, for a long time.
yeah,
And I think because Wijnaldum's been sold, and also Thiago's been on and off, and Milner's getting old. Keita's been again on and off with injuries. Given
yeah,
Alex another chance here, Chamberlain another chance. I'm glad. I'm hoping that
yeah,
he does well because yeah, I liked him
yeah,
when he was there. Um, yeah, so I mean, it's 2 goals up already. It's 23 minutes. That's hopefully,
yeah. That's,
like I said, man, it's too early. Like early goals are not
yeah,
great because it gives you guys a lot of time. And especially if you try and sit back and defend those goals, we are asking for trouble.
like I also I also noticed something like Liverpool are much better than what they were last season. Last season they are this almost same set of players. I know other than of course Van Dijk, but last season
No, I
they're
mean
very
we had a
shaky.
lot of yeah, but we also had a lot of injuries in the sense that like none of our centre backs were actually there, and so we ended up playing
Yeah,
midfielders in that centre back role, which meant that our midfield
yeah,
wasn't there. And then by the time he
yeah,
actually found the right sort of defenders, like and they were very young as well, but like
yeah,
even though they like that came out later towards the end of the season, then we started performing decently because then our midfielders were back in their correct positions.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, last season wasn't great, but I think getting to Champions League was a very important step, despite this having
yeah.
how many other injuries.
I think someone is going to punch someone if at this rate. It's getting a bit
Yeah,
fiery.
it's
Yeah,
getting,
I could say.
uh, and I think Mane is also playing it off.
Yeah, it's. I think I think Liverpool and Atletico Madrid might be the new European rivalry now. It's
Uh,
like
we put
uh
on some good games.
like yeah, that's one thing. And the thing is that like despite both the managers insisting they're not rivals, I think the media successfully managed to make us rivals.
Yeah. I mean, especially
Like
that last time that handshake thing. You remember, like in the Atletico
yeah,
Madrid game where Simeone ran off. I
yeah.
mean, I
That's
didn't know he does. I don't watch too much of Atletico
yeah.
Madrid, so
He
I didn't
does
know
it.
he normally does that.
Yeah, he does that every time. Like I remember like even in the game against Osasuna last season, which was second last game, which was a must-win game, was we won that. The first thing I saw Simeone was run into the tunnel. So it's usually something he does. I watched some highlights these days, and I also noticed the same thing. He runs in the tunnel. The only time I didn't see him do that is like the game we won the title. Was it obvious reasons he didn't run that.
Yeah, but I mean, like they asked Klopp. Klopp also was okay with it, but then they made a big deal out of it, and I think,
I think,
oh,
yeah,
wow,
I think remnants of last matches, last Champions League. Yeah, Salah.
Salah, shit, he did so well until that point. So well. I thought he was going to
That's
score
like
another.
Jimenez is like, Jimenez
so
like one of the reliable people in our defense these days, like other than Savage, but
yeah, I like him in his. I thought, especially his partnership with Gordon before was so good, crucial.
Yeah, he was.
This guy's been fouling Mane like, dude. Mane just might as well just stop playing.
Yeah, it's. Oh, it's a red.
Or yellow.
You see, a red.
Red. Already? What is he?
No. I'm not sure. I just saw it. The card in his hands. Okay, no card.
Yeah, no. It's not a red. I think it's.
I think
he might.
I think if this goes on, he might get a red before the first half ends. And I think that's. Okay, it is a red. Oh yeah. Okay, it's yellow.
No.
For now, it's a yellow.
Yellow. Yeah. For now, it's only yellow.
It's a red.
It'd be stupid
no, wait,
for that to be a red. He's spoken too much.
No,
he's going to be sent off now. No, it's yellow.
Yeah, I just got a one football update. It's a red card.
Is it? I think that's because he's speaking
it's too much. It's a red card.
But who's he? Is it?
Felipe.
What's happening, man? This guy is just. This referee is crazy. What is he doing? What is he booked him before as well? Straight red.
Yeah, it's not a straight red. It's a accumulated yellow.
Had he been booked before? No.
Yeah, no. It's the second yellow of the game. That's what I can understand because he lifted his yellow card first.
Correct. So he gave him a yellow, and then what? He gave him a second yellow for now itself. For what? Or had he given him a yellow before? I don't know if he was a yellow before.
I think it's but from the look of it, I think it's a second yellow because I clearly saw the lifting the yellow card, right now.
Yeah, and you can't even use VAR because you can't even use VAR because it's a double yellow, not a straight red. So if it's a straight red, I think VAR can be involved. If it's a double yellow, it doesn't. So wow, I mean Felipe's days has gone from dude, seriously, man.
Yellow.
Like at this point, Mane is also going to be sent off with this guy. This guy's just going to.
Yeah, I don't know. Like referees, Felipe and Mane, I don't know. I think they're intent on kicking the other team too much.
And a Koke has got a yellow.
Seriously, what was Mane doing? Koke got a yellow.
Dude, I don't like this referee. I think I think
seriously, why did Koke get a yellow?
I think he spoke too much. I think this is gonna end up with another red.
It's not going to be very good.
Yeah, this referee's lost it. He's just giving cards left, right, and center. Just terrible refereeing at times. I mean, this is a big game, man. Tempers are about to fly. It's like almost like a derby of sorts. You can't start giving.
Yeah.
The moment he gave him, like in the 7th minute itself, a yellow, I was like, oh shit, this is going to end up really bad.
Yeah, come on, this is like 3 falls a minute or something like that. They don't fall. Yeah. Someone is falling down.
Yeah, I don't know why. Unless Felipe has been booked before, and I don't know if I don't recall it, but that seemed like a yellow, a definite yellow, but I don't know if it was I don't know for what he gave the second yellow unless he's been booked before. So yeah, things just need to calm down for a bit. We have 5 minutes for halftime. Yeah.
Like thing is that, like, to be fair, I think Felipe actually, almost got himself yellow. Like, I don't know. Even I've not seen the first yellow, but the way like he was playing this time, it seemed like he actually, asked it for himself and got the red.
Yeah, he was struggling so much. Of course, I don't
Yeah,
know. He probably had that push on Mane. That could have been a first yellow. Um, but yeah, it
yeah,
was ridiculous. He was struggling. I don't know
yeah.
what it was, but the problem is we've been performing better when there are 11 people on the pitch for the opposition team than when there are 10 people on the pitch. Like seriously, I don't know whether it's
And
because like the opposition goes on like a full defensive mode, but I think it was who was the other? It was I know United. After United went 10 men down, we didn't score any goals after that. One more team that we played,
yeah,
they were also 10 men down. We didn't. Oh, I think it was you guys after Griezmann got sent off in the previous
yeah,
game. We
you
didn't do
needed
much.
the penalty to score.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need that
So,
penalty,
so
and
we tend to
especially
do better with.
since the Saint Man,
Well,
yeah, yeah, and especially I think Atletico Madrid fans are actually. And I already told this, about it's Felipe being sent off. Okay, Suarez got a yellow. I don't know why Suarez got a yellow.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
first half is ended.
ah, yeah. I think for me it's just like 10 more seconds or so. But yeah, I mean, what have you made of this first half for you guys?
What one? I'd like to say one thing. Please tell us Trent. Trent Alexander. We want Trent Alexander. That guy is like. I don't think you would be having this scoreline without. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, of course not.
Trent Alexander.
Uh, yeah, yeah. No, definitely. Okay, so I think you guys started off the first half much better than we did. You
Yeah,
had
but
a few
that
chances.
goal.
I think you were more
Yeah,
attacking. No, yeah, until that
yeah. I
goal,
think.
I'm saying. But
Yeah,
because when we started recording this, you were like, Liverpool are much more reserved. They're a lot more conservative, and Atletico were actually like right from the start of the kickoff. You guys were attacking us, and I was like, oh shit, okay, we better wake up because if we don't, Atletico are going to start
yeah.
scoring. Um,
Yeah, but the thing is,
but
like,
I mean,
we attacked a lot,
yeah.
but it wasn't a very effective attacking. Like, we were just going into your box and do yeah. We didn't, take it ahead from there. So it was not
Mm,
quite effective in the first half.
yeah, it. I think you did have half chances. Let's call them half chances. So you did have a few of those,
Yeah,
but nothing really that concrete. But
yeah, that's
that goal, I mean, Trent. We're talking about Trent perfectly setting it
yeah,
up
yeah.
for Jota, and I guess
I couldn't,
that
even as a
and
rival, I couldn't help but appreciate. Yeah, even as a rival, and even if it is against me, I couldn't help but it's amazing from what Trent did. That's I won't hold back on Trent. It's-
yeah, no, definitely not. And I think that sort of opened up the game a lot more from us. We've been a lot more attacking. We've been a lot more like not open but we were expressive. Like we've definitely
Yeah,
said, okay, now the game is there. We've got the 1 goal lead. Let's try and attack and get a lot more. Got the second goal, and I felt like, of course, Felipe was struggling. I don't know wherever he was. It just felt like Salah, Trent, everyone just found him. Like Mane found
yeah,
him to run past. Jota found him to run past. Trent's done well. Mane's nutmegged him. Salah's also found him. So it just felt like, unfortunately, it just was getting worse and worse. But yeah, that sending off, I still not sure what exactly happened there. Uh, but
yeah,
you, like you mentioned during the watch along, that he probably was asking for it, or it wasn't his day. Like you could
yeah.
see he was struggling terribly.
And like, and the ref, like,
So
gave away 2 cards. Like I still don't even know why Suarez got that card. Like in my stream, I was like, suddenly the game was gone. Suddenly Suarez gets a yellow card.
Yeah. Yeah, even I didn't know, man. My stream was okay, but it just showed Suarez getting yellow. So sometimes I don't know. So I suppose the thing with Atleticos are because of the passion that you guys have. I feel like
Yeah.
it, I felt fair enough. Like some of these decisions that the referee was making was just I don't know why he just wanted to show off and that he has got a yellow and a red card. I don't know what he wanted to do because a game of this magnitude, you got to let some of these challenges happen. That's football. You can't be too
Yeah.
strict on stuff like this. So
Yeah.
I can understand. I think, and I felt like these guys just got a little too angry about it. Like you could see Simeone from the sideline saying, "Calm down, man. Let's not
Yeah.
get ahead. Don't lose your temper because the last thing you need is another red card or something." All right, so here we are with the second half, and yeah, straight away we see that Firmino's on for Mane. I suppose it's also because Mane, yes, he's been fouled a lot, but I also feel on the other hand he's trying to give back what he's received. So they want to be very cautious with that because he's already on a yellow card, and the last thing you want is for him to miss games. But what are you expecting, Abhimanyu, from the second half?
The second half, so, second half is the time when teams wake up most of the times in these situations. So it's either Atletico Madrid are going to be dominant or Liverpool are going to be dominant. So it's one of these is going to happen. So like we
What do
can't.
you think? What do you think Simeone told these guys at halftime? Because obviously you're 10 men down. You don't want to end up conceding more. I suppose also.
I think most probably knowing Simeone, what he would have almost surely said is keeping your nerves, like keep calm is what what he is likely to say and what he usually says.
Man, Salah, you could have cut in, man, some more. Not taken that shot from
My
there.
stream, I just lost my stream for something. Okay, and I think one funny thing I noticed that the moment Suarez entered the field, he started arguing the ref again, even before the second half began.
Oh. Oh, tell me that's a goal. Tell me that's a goal.
It is.
It is. Oh, what a pass though. And what a run. I'm surprised that's a goal. He was open. They carved them open there. 3-0 to
Nice.
Liverpool. Jota with the second. Yeah, I mean that was I don't know what happened, but it just felt like everybody just parted ways. And the guy up was playing him on. I think just about who's that? Trippier.
Can't see that.
Are they checking for VAR goal check?
I don't think. I think it's a goal. I don't think anyone is offside. Is what I see.
If it is, then it's very minimal. I mean, I would be very surprised. He was in acres of space there, man. I'm like, I know Trippier. I think someone there was playing him on. Okay, what's happening? Oh, yeah, it's offside.
Stands.
It's
offside.
It is offside.
I don't know why. I don't know. Yeah, I know it's against my team, but it seemed legit. It seemed legit. For me, it seemed legit.
It's. I don't know where they're drawing. Yeah, no, I think it is. It is off. I think. I feel like the positioning, the way like Jota was position where you could like his leg was maybe off, whereas your guy was you can't because the hand is not counted, right? Like beyond a certain point, so up to the sleeve, I think. But it's a early warning, I suppose, to Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, it really is. Like if you don't do anything now, you're gone.
Carrasco as a wing back.
Carrasco. Oh, yeah. But look where he was passing.
Oh, go,
Oh,
go,
oh, oh,
go,
oh.
go, Salah, Salah,
Oh, no,
Salah,
no,
please
no,
finish
no,
this,
no,
please
no.
finish.
Oh, oh,
Oh man,
oh, oh, oh.
what the
Luck,
fuck
luck.
is happening?
Centre backs. Thanks for delivering once. Yeah, Oblak and centre
And
backs
Oblak,
combined good enough, I guess. And yeah, you should
that
have
was
scored this one.
perfect from.
You
Yeah,
must. And maybe I think giving it to Jota would have sealed the deal, I guess. Yeah, I think giving
but
to Jota would
I,
have sealed the
I,
deal. Okay,
but I'd back Salah, dude. I'd back Salah to score that. He just shot it right in the near post rather than going far.
yeah,
Corner.
yeah.
Please score. Go.
Ooh,
Did you miss?
no.
How are you missing chances, dude? Are you mental? Dude, Matip, man. Not of all people, Matip. It went to the wrong centre back. Oh, man.
Now,
Oh,
Job
what
is
is
Pereira
yellow
got
card?
one. And
Oh, I think it was for the earlier foul. I think before Salah got the ball before that. Yeah, this one.
wait.
Fabinho.
Okay, he kicked Fabinho for some reason.
Yeah, no, this is the one
He
that.
lunged down to Fabinho.
So Fabinho passed it to Salah, right? So after the pass, he
Yeah.
was late.
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Dude, man, these missed chances are going to cost us if you idiots don't start. Oh, wow. Okay. Chamberlain. Interesting. Oh, dude.
Oh, man.
Pass it up. Pass it down, dude. Oh, man, Hendo, look down. Okay, good. Come on.
Okay, send that.
Pass it back. No. Where are you going, Matip? Matip just ran all the way to the front line and then said, no, screw it. It's too easy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. I think.
Come on.
Okay.
Score.
Ooh.
Oh my. Dude, we should have been
Okay,
like
I'm not.
5-0
Okay,
by now. How are we not 5-0 at least by now?
yeah, I will. I also like to say that I'm not liking. I said this. I'm saying this again. I'm not liking how Atletico Madrid is playing now. We got to score those goals. That's offside. Okay, they're saying it's offside.
Are
Even
you
if they.
Are you serious?
Oh, it's the Jota
That is
decision.
not. Yeah, but that is not off. The way they drew that line is ridiculous.
I had to agree with that, to be honest. Like, I didn't see it. I didn't see an offside in it. I'll be honest with that.
I thought from the leg they draw. They drew from the hand, something or the other, some blurry image of a hand they drew. Man, that is disgusting.
I think they should,
do.
I think they should do, like, I think, like in cricket, you can see, contentious decisions are shown on live screen, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, please. Can we at least have one decent chance?
Oh, goal!
Yo!
What a goal by Suarez. It's deflected
Was
off.
it Suarez? Yeah.
Okay,
Ronaldo is being the one sometime, I guess. Okay. Okay, that's.
That's a goal back for Atletico. Exactly what I thought would happen.
Yeah.
But, it's a massive deflection. Massive deflection. Firmino. No, who is it off?
Matip, I guess.
Yeah,
I think it's Matip.
Yeah, Matip. Yeah, Matip. No way Alisson could have reacted better.
Yeah. Okay, what's going on? Oh,
what is this now reviewing?
Why is it disallowed? It's disallowed.
What? Why? For what?
Why?
Offside. Oh, I think, was it before that then? Was it offside? I don't know. In play, must have been in build-up of play, it must have been offside. Okay, wow. Yeah. Okay, that's a respite. Liverpool better wake the F up, man. I can say fuck up, but they should really wake up because like too early warning calls for both teams. Like, I don't understand what was offside about that. I mean,
I think should have been 3-1 to be fair.
Okay, wait. Who's this? Oh yeah, he was off. the first header was off. Yeah, okay, fair enough. He was off.
Yeah, but I don't see how it affects play. That's one thing I would like to say.
No, he headed it, no, to Suarez.
Okay, he was on who did it. Oh,
Yeah, he was.
so
I first
Suarez is
thought it
being
was
subbed off.
Fabinho who had it. Yeah, I first thought it was this fellow who headed it. I think Fabinho or someone who headed it, and I was like, okay, but then yeah, it makes sense. It was
Yeah.
that was more clear of an offside than what Jota was. Jota was some squiggly line bullshit. But I mean,
Joe Felix and Luis are subbed off for Herrera and Brody. Okay, come on, seriously, come on.
Thiago. No, what did you do, Thiago?
Oh, please, please, please!
What the hell?
I beg. This is what I want. This is what I want.
Go.
Oh, God. Oh,
fucking hell, Thiago, man! What the fuck are you doing? Why would you pass it like that?
Oh, okay. What? Okay, who shot that? Who missed it? I want to know.
Herrera missed.
Yeah. I think he could have gone a bit ahead. I mean, he had lot of space. He could have done better. Could have done better. He could have given it to Korea because it was relatively free. Is what I saw.
Oh, now what happened to Firmino? He just got subbed on.
Okay, now he's being subbed off. Oh, okay, no, not him. Okay, he is being subbed off.
Alright, so we've got a minute left. So Abhimanyu, let's get your final thoughts on the game for you.
Yeah. Like I'll say, great first half. I know we conceded many goals. Great first half. Terrible, unwatchable second half. And this is not because we were defending or we were parking the bus. That's not what what made me sad. The thing that actually made me sad was the players did not go out. They did not have that intensity they had in the first half. Granted, we didn't do much.
But how much of it is down to Simeone making those substitutions? Because like we said, like the second half we dominated the first 10 minutes. We could have been 5-0 up easily.
Yeah.
And of course you had that goal. You also had the goal disallowed, but that was towards Harrison slipped. But I'm saying that the goal was disallowed, but at that point he was already ready to make the substitution, which was Suarez and I think Felipe out. So where did he hit that? So I just want to get how much is it down to the players may have done something different, but Simeone's tactics completely changed it or took it away.
Yeah, I think that's also had an impact. I'll be honest, because Suarez and Felix were the only players that kind of went ahead on their out the way to attack. Korea was supposed to be in the attack, but I didn't see quite attacking input from Korea. So
I think that I just want to say that it's ended up Liverpool to Atletico nil. And I think with this, Liverpool have pretty much guaranteed a spot in there in the round of 16 because I think
I think you have guaranteed. Yeah, because I think no one can beat your score. I mean points right now, even if they win everything else.
True. Okay, yeah. So go on. Talk about the tactic wise. Yeah.
The tactic was, like I said, great first half, and second half was I was genuinely disappointed because I think even the 2-0 score, it could have gone higher had it not been for defensive interceptions. But then again, I didn't see the arch. That fire in them was not quite there in the second half. I think even before the substitutions, I'd say they were not quite into it. So that's one thing I noticed. I think
right.
I think it's more had to do with morale of the players during the first half. So and what I know and what I thought about the players was Oblak had a great game. Despite the 2 goals, Oblak was one of the best players for us. And again, and other than Felipe, I guess defense was kind of okay because like we stopped. I don't know how many Salah's interception, how many times we intercepted Salah. So our defense was also kind of good. I know we considered those 2 goals, but our defense at times shaky, but stepped up today.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
yeah,
so
and we
I
see.
think for
Yeah,
us, I told you, right, like once you guys were down to 10 men, it's going to be difficult for us to score, and we found that difficult always. I don't know. I suppose,
yeah,
like I mentioned at the start of the second half, we could have scored plenty. We missed chances. That was the crucial thing. But I suppose with 10 men, like after seeing that start that we had in the second half, Simeone, I think was maybe right to make a few defensive substitutions. I didn't want it to. It would have easily gone out of your hands. It would have been a rout had he not done that. But
yeah,
yeah, but I also agree. I think in terms of like this, like everyone was kind of okay with the 2-0 loss. Everyone was like, okay, let's just not make it even more. It was damage limitation, I
yeah.
suppose.
Yeah, I think I saw the same from Liverpool. From the 70th minute onwards, like content with the result. They did not want to score more, and we did not. Yeah, we did not want to score more or concede more. We just like both sets of players, like absorbing the result. But I say like
Mm.
we like we came to this game without Thomas Lemma, and we saw the impact, or rather the lack of impact without him on the field. Like Thomas Lemar is one of
Yeah.
the crucial players from the midfield to push to give an attacking output, and that was seriously lacking. So we greatly miss Thomas Lemar.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think he was a really standout performer in the first leg, and yeah, you were missing
Yeah,
I mean, obviously Griezmann's also another big miss, but of course that's a red card. It wasn't due to injuries or anything like that.
yeah,
But yeah, of course the red card this game also so slightly hampered your attacking threat because you knew that you had a gap behind, and Liverpool were
yeah.
ready to take it on. Uh, but yeah, overall, okay. So Atletico right now third, they're behind Porto. So how crucial is that game between you and Porto?
Like it's very crucial, and like going into the game, Porto's games are against now us and you guys. Porto's
Yeah,
play us now, like you and so I think what Porto does with you, I mean like Porto's results with you also matter. So like and what happens in Milan is also very important. So I think if you guys manage to beat Porto and we manage to take on Milan, and so going into the final match day, a draw would be enough, is what I would say if this happens. And I think that's going to be a likely scenario because uh, you're going to play Porto at home, and it's I know Porto is not to be underestimated, but I don't think they're going to be quite up for this challenge. And Milan, we play Milan at home, so I'm going to say it's a relatively easy game because for all its quality, Milan are not quite there in Europe. So that's one thing we hope. So like more than
yeah,
our result with Porto, our fate depends on what you and Porto's match turn out to be. How your match with Porto turns out to be.
true, true. But yeah, I mean, it was. I suppose it was a game of two halves. First one was intense, even though
Yeah,
we were 2-0 up. It was intense. It was
yeah,
fun. It
yeah,
was exciting. The second half, the first 10 minutes was very exciting, at least for me, not for you. It was quite
yeah,
tense for
yeah,
the other side
yeah.
for
Not
you.
quite.
But past that, it was sort of yeah, just everyone was content on the pitch. Here, the two of us, we weren't content, but
Yeah,
on the pitch they had
yeah,
different ideas. But yes, some of the other results were quite interesting as well. So Ajax managed to beat Dortmund 3-1. Leipzig managed to
okay,
draw against PSG 2-2. Um,
okay, okay.
yeah, and
That's
Inter
yeah. Let me
Inter
check on.
beat Inter beat Sheriff
Definitely.
3-1 and Man City beat Club Brugge 4-1. So
Okay, that's
yeah,
okay. Yeah. So I think Ajax managed to confirm their berth in the round of 16,
yeah, pretty much.
and
With
beating. Yeah, they managed to beat a Dortmund, Erling Haaland with them. That's one thing you should take note. That's
To be fair, Dortmund were down to 10 men. Hummels being sent off again in the 20 something minutes. So yeah,
yeah, I
but
didn't. Yeah, I didn't catch
overall,
that.
overall, I feel like
That's
this
credit to
game,
Ajax.
overall, our game today was maybe not as exciting as the first leg, which is I think one of the most exciting games
Yeah,
of the Champions League draw.
that's
But yeah, I mean, it is what it is right now. It's still all to play for, at least for you. We are happily through,
right.
thankfully, through
Yeah,
this group of death. When it was announced, I was like, oh no, we don't. At least with Atletico, I was like, I was happy at least we're getting you now in the group stage rather than later in the knockouts. But it was
yeah,
definitely a group of death. So hopefully we managed to get through that and with flying colors. So
yeah.
yeah, I guess that's all the time we have for this particular episode. Thank you, Abhimanyu, for coming on here, giving your thoughts and reacting and watching the game along with me. It was a fun 2 hour chat with you. And yeah, to
Yeah,
those of you who, yeah, I mean, can't wait to host you in the near future as well. If we do anything regarding
yeah,
Atletico Madrid.
yeah. I can't wait for it either. And the pleasure was all mine because first thing it's the first time I'm experiencing something like this, and it was a great experience. Like sharing your thoughts with someone, two people from the opposing sides giving the thoughts. That's always something that's good. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, it was a fun match though to watch. So thank
yeah,
you for that, and thank you for joining me on this episode. So thank you to those of you also who are watching this on YouTube. Please do hit the like button. You can comment on what your thoughts were on the game, what your favorite moments were, what you thought of the other games, what you think of Atletico Madrid's route to the next round, how important or how difficult it's going to be, and yeah, I think I will catch you all on the next episode, which will be next week. But until then, like I said, you know, hit subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can hit the like button, comment, share with friends and family, and let us know if you want to be on the podcast as well. We'd love to have you, whether it be for this series or our other series that we do. So I guess, oh yeah, and also go check out our Patreon page, our membership program, where we, give you different benefits based on which tier you are. You can have, I mean, this is obviously available for everyone, but our other podcast series, the video versions are only available for members. So go check that out. And I'll catch you all soon. So I guess that's about it for episode number 3 of this end-to-end series, season 1. I'll catch you all on episode 4, which will happen next week. That's it. I'm your host, Praddy, once again. You stay safe and see you.